Hello everyone, welcome back to JCfinger. I have built this beautiful resort on a private island. I call it the OASIS resort, and it was specifically requested by a simmer called Javar, and that was through a comment that was left on the last video that I had put out. I think that was the LA mansion, and I've been wanting to do something on this island because previously what had been here was the mermaid shack, and so I've gotten rid of the mermaid shack and built this resort. I was inspired by hotels like Premier Inn, you have Travelodge, you also have Holiday Inn, and I think they are the kind of hotels that will have the kind of layout that you're going to see on the inside. And even on the exterior, I decided to go a little bit more fancy than you would see in real life. And of course, placing it on the private island means that the Sims get to get away. So it's a place, it's a destination, right? I could have put a helipad on top of the building, but I didn't think it was necessary. But you could do that if you choose to replicate this for your Sims to come away and holiday. Now, it's perfect on this plot. There are lots of areas around to interact and have fun. And I've created a nice big pool at the back. And every room on the inside of this resort has an amazing view of the ocean around and about them. As you know, this plot only comes as a small plot. It doesn't come as a premium plot. So creating a hotel on this is quite a challenge, but it worked out. And I have built a hotel resort here before when we first got the island, but this is very different and we've got more fancy items in the game. So it's sophisticated on the inside. Now I placed this little toddler bed out here that looks like a little boat. It looks like what in my mind should be a massive yacht in the distance, suggesting that that's how the Sims got here as opposed to the helipad I wanted to place on top of the build. It would have been nice if this location had a yacht in the distance, just as scenery, you know? So this shell is quite nice for the entrance. We're at the ocean, so it's beautiful, it's airy, it's clean. And unlike the previous resort that I built, I've been able to stuff it full of all the new items that we have unlocked since then. We didn't unlock this beautiful oyster light though. This has been in the game from day one. It's lovely and it's befitting for the space since it's on the ocean. I think it's lovely. But you must recognize these chairs from the rustic farmhouse when we completed the missing claws quest for the 2018 Christmas live event. Then you've got this area here for information in the hotel. You sit down with your baggages and so on. And then we've got the main reception, which I love. This was basically the very first part of the build as I got started. Love the way the aquarium is attached to the reception desk. It's a perfect fit. Whenever I do glitch, I like it to make sense and I don't want to see it looking fuzzy or giving you the heebie-jeebies when you look at it, you know? So having this desk connect to that base for the aquarium looks realistic. It looks like something I would like to design in real life for a reception of this sort. And being a resort in the ocean, you know, it's just a beautiful big smack in your face when you walk in. So this is what I have set out for the reception for the resort. Now, you would notice that every one of my Sims here who are holidaying are dressed for the summer. So you have to believe that they are in a hot area. And so everyone is beautifully dressed, airy and fresh and colorful and so on. And as you walk through, you come into a space where they have the dining area. And this is how it is in some of these hotels that I spoke about earlier. You have a nice section here where you've got seats and a buffet and a good view of the outside. And you would say, well, there should be more tables. Well, yes, of course, but think about it. You only have 10 Sims that should actually stay on this plot. So this is adequate enough for your Sims if you want a real gameplay situation. That's the buffet table, lots of food and platters here and there. And you can get up from there and help yourself. That's how it is for breakfast in the morning. And the staircase that goes down there, as you can see, leads to the restrooms. We'll see that later in the basement at the end of the tour. We have the bar section on the flip side of where the dining is. And so I thought it was, of course, a good idea to have them in the same spot, and that's how it is in real life anyway, in most of the hotels that I've had to stay at. Let me just get a couple of Sims to make use of the space. Whenever I'm doing tours like this and I come in with most of my Sims, I like to interact with them, play with them. It's almost as if I'm having a Let's Play session. Look at the view that they have of the outside pool at the back here. And it's interesting I mentioned the pool because regardless of the pool, there's a massive ocean around and about, so there's lots of wide windows and, you know, minimal walls here and there, and so all you can see around and about every so often is the blue distance. So out here we've got, I was trying to create like a fun park theme sort of space where, or a water park, but again, this is a small plot, so they've got the pool and they've got lots of activities at the back here. There's a bar, there's a spot for you to play water ball, there are those fishes, what are they called? You race on them, but they're just big floaters on the pool there, and then you can dive off the diving board, and then you've got that swirling slide into the pool as well that only lasts for a few seconds. And here is Pamela from Teeny Issues. Yes, she's away on holiday as well. If you're watching in real time, it's actually a 2-week holiday period that we're in, and so my Sims are also on holiday, so the teens, the preteens, the adults, they're all away having fun. Now let's go upstairs and see the accommodations for this resort. Again, as I say, they are the exact way the rooms I've stayed in are in some of the hotels that I have been in whenever I have needed to. So you come up the stairs and then you get the corridors, the long corridors that go on forever and ever and ever, and doors all the way. And, you know, these abstract bits of wall art along the way and lighting. And then further out you get to a balcony. We'll see that in a second. That being said, I'm going to get the sim to come into the room down the end so that you can have a good look at the bathroom for this ensuite, because the rest of them are in boxes, so you can't really see what it looks like unless I put the walls down, and then it looks like a hot mess. So when you come into the ensuite, you come in through that bathroom if you want to make use of it. There is a closet by the left, exactly how it is in Premier Inn, and then you work your way into the living and sleeping area, and it's got a beautiful balcony with a great view of the pool. So assuming it was a much bigger plot, then there would be some rooms that might not have this view, and they would pay a little less say than the rooms that have this view. But either way, the rooms are exquisite. I mean, we've got the lavish purple rug in this rooms, and upstairs we've got the black ones, so they're quite uniform. And then you've got these luxury beds, and I thought that these lamps from the rustic farmhouse were a nice blend into the purple wall. It's just beautiful. So the colors are coordinating in the way, you know, the purples are bouncing off the pinks, and then you've got the dark floor, obviously because of stains in hotels, it's just a lot easier to maintain. And you've got 3 of these en suites down here, but this one in particular has 2 beds, so twin beds, and I thought it was perfect with the color as well for the rest of the hotel, on this floor anyway, because it just matches up nicely. So I've got a little toddler in here asleep. She's probably had too much sun and is just coming to cool off, and you can see the colors are coordinating, and I was very happy with that, very happy indeed. So that's what we've got on this floor. Very nicely organized, uniform en suites with beautiful luxurious items. And then of course, as I say, you've got this corridor out front, and you can work your way over to the outside here where there's a balcony for you to look out onto the ocean as well and just enjoy the breeze. So let's quickly get up to the next level, and instead of just having 2 beds as well in one room, you can put a double if you want to, and then a cot, say for instance for a family that has a little baby. You could make it work any way you want, but those beds I chose coordinated perfectly, and that was important to me. When you come up to the top floor, there is an opening on the left. You snake your way around and you can see where the cleaner's supplies stay. There's more of it in the basement, but there's a station up here for them to come around, knock on your door in the morning and verify that you're downstairs having some breakfast, and then they'll just, you know, pop in and give the place a good once over. So you walk in, and as you can see, they've got the black lavish carpet in here. I think it's gorgeous. They're gold suites, and I've used these beautiful items again with a different color, and it's got a more chic look to it with the deep blacks, and then you've got the whites. Again, they've got beautiful windows and doors leading to a balcony that belongs to the room. And this bed, of course, as you know, came from the house that we unlocked with the garage update. And it's exactly the same with the next ensuite next to it, and you have the same bathroom structures as well as we did downstairs. Now, in other hotels, some of the en suites would be different, But in this case, to make it work, they're exactly the same. As you can see here, you walk in and you've got that unit, your shower, and there are no tubs in here, by the way, and it's not necessary. The most important thing is the sim can get in there and have a good wash. It then means, as you can see, we have 5 en-suites in this hotel, and it's beautiful and adequate, seeing as you have only 10 sims, right? And then you've got to have a cook, the cleaners, the receptionist, bartender, and so on. So this is really perfect for a game that would only allow 10 sims on the plot anyway. Obviously, I have more sims in this plot because, as I say, some time ago, a good few years ago, there was a glitch that allowed for us to have more babies, and I created a whole family, a large family at that. But you can't do that anymore, and what's happened now is I still have the family, so when I relocate them to a plot, they all come together as one family, and I can use them in this way. And a lot of you asked the same question, and I'm saying it now, and I know there'll be more questions about it, and I will answer you in the comments as best I can. So this is what we have: 5 luxurious en-suites with a great view of the ocean, a fabulous, sophisticated looking reception, and we have a basement to tour as well. And it's a beautiful basement, so just hang on while I get my sim to come along and take us down there. Now we have the dining area up here, as you can see, and then a set of double doors that lead down to where you have the restrooms. Remember when we came in, there were no restrooms. The restrooms are down here in the basement, where you've got that beautiful green down the end, and then you've got the spa entrance over here. But first, let's take a look at the restrooms. Very simple. I've got the sophisticated socialite flooring for it. I've also matched up this beautiful sink with the rustic mirror there, and these are the units on the side with the lavish toilet units. They're gorgeous. Those doors came from the Wedding Bells live event property that we unlocked, and they're beautiful stalls. And then we have the spa over on the side here with a beautiful entrance. You get here and you think, gosh, I'm gonna get a treat. And again, whites and the beautiful wood. Just imagine you can scent that wood. It's just beautiful. And let me get her to manage the desk, and so my sim here has come in to get a facial, say, and this is typically what you have in resorts. Definitely you have spas, and then you book a seat or book a slot, and then you come in and you can get some treatment while you're away on holiday. And of course my sims deserve that. They absolutely do, and so do yours. There's this little object on the side here. Let me just move her over. No, I don't want you to do that. Come over here. Yeah, this is the hot rock steamer, and so this is from the spa update. Obviously you can put some water in there and steam should fill the room, but there isn't that much steam, so what I used to do is use the smoke machine from the party time event instead. Okay, let's leave the spa and head on down this long corridor in the basement. So another thing we have in the basement, obviously, which you didn't see upstairs, is the kitchen that obviously is the most important part of this resort, feeding people who are in the middle of the ocean. This is so important, and everything you can think of is here, fully stocked, and everyone is having a marvelous time. Further down the hallway here, or corridor, you have reservations, central reservations for my OASIS resort. Staff come in here to take bookings and so on, and this is basically where staff work out of, and this is where the manager's section is. And I thought it was fabulous that you could use this bookshelf to separate the space, right? So it's good office sectioning that's taken place here. Further down the end we have the laundry section, and all cleaning items would come from this room. If you remember, there was a station upstairs by the en-suites. Then we have the gym right opposite it here. If you came on holiday and thought to yourself, yes, I'm having fun, but still I'm going to get my workout in, and when I'm back from holiday I'm going to return back to work still popping in my figure. So this is the gym for you. And this is the entire basement. It's taken up the entire space, minus where the pool would be situated up top, because you can't build under it. And so I think I have everything that this resort should have. Of course you can have so much more, but typically it has most of the things that a resort would have. It then means at this point I have lost my mermaid shack. There was a mermaid I had living here permanently. It was beautiful, it was mysterious, and I loved it. And you know, but slowly over the years, it was about 2 years ago, or was it a year ago, I just suddenly never visited the island ever again. So now that I've done something new, thanks to Javar, who asked me to build a resort, I'll be coming in and out of here ever so often to enjoy the spot and head back to the real sim town. I'm not sure about a life build for this. It looks straightforward, but if you want one, let me know in the comments down below and I'll see what I can do, if at all I can. But I like it, and it's staying here permanently. As you know, it's the only plot you have that is a private island in your town, just the one. So when I have something on it, it takes a long time for me to replace it with something else, as I've done now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.